aids for that. So don't be afraid of research. Don't let the internet be your source for research. Let the internet be a resource for research. In other words, you get on the internet, you Google whatever it is you're looking for, and you find it. We never want to look at Wikipedia as your source, okay? It's just people's thoughts and opinions. And that's the problem with it. When you are writing and you're looking and you're doing your research, you have to, one, give credit to whoever has provided that information. And sometimes the internet has repeated things 50 times. And the person to whom you give credit, you have no idea who that is because it's been re-said and restated and over. So one good thing to do is to look for a hard copy of whatever that source of reference is. And, libraries, excellent place. Libraries are often an excellent place to write if you're having trouble concentrating. Go to the library. Normally they're in a kind of the environment is very rich, and so it should stimulate your creativity there as well. Quotes. Quotes is another excellent way to introduce topics when you're writing, because how many of you have seen Akilah and the Bee, the movie? Okay, so you know what quote I'm talking about, right? I've heard it re-quoted. It's been in other movies. I've heard people giving speeches. Here's the quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. And that is a quote from Marianne Williamson from her book, A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles. So quotes can be a very important part of you telling your story. Don't forget to use them, and don't forget to give credit to whoever said it first. Historical quotes, there's people who can probably, historians in here, quote Abraham Lincoln. That's okay. You don't have to get a resource for that. But, if it's not a public knowledge thing, you have to do the research and give the reference as appropriate. Write in pencil. You're being led by the Holy Spirit. Now, the purpose of the outline is to keep you on track. But if the Spirit is moving you, you need to move with the Spirit. And sometimes, not sometimes, His ways are always better than our ways. So if He's moving you, you say, man, I really wanted to use that, but I think maybe I better save that for my next book. Or maybe I'll get inspiration on how to use that somewhere else. So don't be afraid to write in pencil. It's an important part of your process. And it is a thought process, this developing your outline to sharpen your critical skills. You have to determine what is important to the reader. I'm sitting in my favorite chair in my house. I don't know you from Adam, but I'm going to pick up your book. Don't waste my time. Determine what I really need to know. What is it they say is nice to know and need to know? Well, start with the need to know, and then let the nice to know be flavor. Okay? You get that? All right. Remember, the outline is your vision. It's the blueprint of your piece. So just like you can't build a house without a blueprint, you can't really write a magazine article, for example, without a blueprint. You got to be real precise. If you're writing magazine articles, you've only got, I don't know, I'm trying to remember what my son tells me. He is a journalist. He's 750 words. And when he told me that, I'm like, what is he talking about? Ma, I got to write this 750-word piece. 750? I can't, how do you do that? But it's a discipline in there. And so, it's part of your process as well. So I have a sample. If somebody could help me with this board here. Just swing it around. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is an outline that I wrote up. I made this up for a book called Fish Ain't Biting. Now, the only thing I know about fish is from what I've seen as I'm channel surfing and it comes across that guy in the water with the things, and he got his reel. Or if I'm feeling, I don't know what I would be feeling, but sometimes you just want to watch Mayberry RFD and see Andy and Opie out there fishing, right? Okay, Fish Ain't Biting. Chapter 1, Out on a Lake. Where's the best fishing at? I'm going to tell you, it's on a lake. What are the best places? Lake Michigan, for example. What kind of fish are you going to catch there? Bug-eyed bluefins. Yes, I made them up too. But they are the best tasting fish that are native to Lake Michigan. What do we know about them? You're going to tell facts about them because this is important for you to know how to catch these guys, right? And then beauty helps, and this is just about an appreciation for nature, being on a beautiful lake, stuff like that. Chapter 2, Geared Up, is about the equipment. What kind of equipment is great to have? A hammock, a portable grill, stuff like that. What's good to have? Those big old hip waiter things, the hat with all the stuff hanging off of them, a boat, a book. What must you have? A rod, a reel, a tackle box, a hat, because you're in the sun. You got to have bait. You got to have lunch. You got to have a cooler. Chapter 3, let's go get them. Early risers. What's the best time of the day to fish and why? Be patient. What are the characteristics of the fish? They can see you, so they're going to be hiding. You got to know what the trick is to catching the fish. Even if the fish don't jump, you're in the sunshine, it's a beautiful day, you're on the lake, just talk to God and commune with nature and stuff like that. Chapter 4, crank up the grill. The one that got away. Okay, just when you think you got him, you pull it in and it's a boot. We've seen that, right? And the one that didn't get away. Now your patience is paid off, and you actually got the fish, a nice fat one. So you gut it, you scale it, you cook it, and you eat it. This is what I'm going to be telling you about in this chapter. Catch and release. Now that you're full, you've caught the fish, you've eaten him, you got a couple extras for dinner, let the fish go back into nature and continue to support your next fishing adventure. Okay? So, now this is just an example. It took me about 5 minutes to do this. And again, I don't have no knowledge of fishing. Now, fishermen in the room might be able to tell me what I really should have put up here. But the point is critical thinking. I just thought about what might I want to know. And this is an exercise that we're going to do. So you all know who your facilitators are, because we have Deborah Sinclair, she's with the gray team. And we have Janine Warren, she's with the blue team. And we have Claudette Embry with the green team. And Tricia Jamerson with the yellow team. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through, they have topics for you today that they created. They created a book title. And you're going to go through and you're going to write 4 chapters and 3 points under each chapter. And you're going to do it collaboratively, all as a group. But you do want to elect a group spokesperson, someone who will make sure they write it all down. And then when we're done, we're only going to take 10 minutes to do this because we don't have all day. So get your juices flowing, and then we'll come back and we'll share it with the group. And if we have time, they can share with you their outline. Any questions? No? All right, get started. I'm assuming everyone who came to a writing workshop brought paper.